Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K. What a matchup we have tonight. Craig in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Jalen Williams is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Robertson. Then it's Wallace. And it's Winters in at the 2 guard. Pass to Winters. Now here's Wallace. And here is Robertson. Hits the three-point bomb.
And generally, Robertson's a guy that likes to play free throw line and below, but here's a time where he steps out and launches from beyond.
Here's Pettit. Pass to Van Arsdale. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Pettit. He's guarded by Adebayo. Kidd. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Winters the pass to Wallace. And it's Wallace with the jam.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Rice. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And there's Jason Kidd on the assist from Rice.
And Kidd using that size well inside. Fantastic with the read of the D there and exploiting the weakness.
Drills it from outside.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Pettit. Pass to Chamberlain. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
But here's the problem. Now, no one's got the strength to move Will off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Here's Winters. Off target with his 3.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Pettit the pass to Kidd. Here's Pettit. He's guarded by Adebayo. Here's Pettit over Adebayo. And that one hits back iron. Pass to Williams. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. One of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Rice passes to Van Arsdale. Over to the wing. To the inside. He hits it from 9. Pettit's got a second bucket of the night.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Back over to you, Kevin.
Allie, thank you so much. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Nets. McDyess comes in for Bam Adebayo. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. 76ers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Taken away by Williams. Pass to Robertson over Rice. Robertson's shot is good. Robertson's got 5 now.
What you love about Robertson is that he knows his strength on offense and plays to them with confidence.
Bennett, the pass to Kidd. And that one, good. Kidd's got his second bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Winters. He's got 5. Screen by Hartenstein. Winters, the pass to Hartenstein. Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. To the wing right side. Randall right side. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it down to Middleton. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Can be no luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And that one's good. Brunson.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Now, here's Ball. Here's Petrie. Maravich with the steal. And here we go. The fast break. Brunson's got it. A nice shot by Hartenstein.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Hornets in Charlotte. It's to Randall. Over McDyess. Another miss by Philadelphia.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside. Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now here's Randall. Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Pass to Petrie. Can be the screen. Clock at 6. To stop the run. Petrie no good.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Here's McDyess. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. And it's a 10-point Brooklyn lead.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And now a look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. Number 1, the Nets.
This is not a team you want to face right now. They are locked in on the offensive end. The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Maravich. Brunson against Ball. On the stripe. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Campbell. Here's Petrie. Scoreless thus far. Back to Camby. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Hey, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Middleton against Caruso. McDyess a screen. Floats one up. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Maravich. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jalen Williams. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Wallace in at the center.
Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of greatness in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Always in attack mode. We see him do this night after night.
And Brooklyn has possession. After the Sixers pick, Pettit grabs the board.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the four without question.
Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Nets leading by 10. Brunson scanning the floor. And the dunk by Wallace.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now, here's Chamberlain. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Brunson the pass to Maravich. And it's blocked. Here's Rice. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Rice has got his first points of the night.
And you simply can't give Rice those close looks because he is going to make you pay.
Now, here is Maravich. D right on him. Brunson against Ball. And it's Brunson missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Rice. He's guarded by Williams. Fader on the way. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Pettit's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the 76ers.
Oh, tremendous work by Pettit on the boards.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And Brooklyn making a change here. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Robertson against Kidd. Pass to Winters. Now Williams, just 5 on the clock. Over Rice. And the Nets miss again. The 76ers trail by 8. Now Kidd. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from Williams. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Kidd against Robertson. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Pettit's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Rice. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And it's Pettit missing. Nets leading by 8. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasured trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again. And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length, no way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Guys?
Thank you, Allie. Nailed from three-point land. Rice has got 5 now.
And look how Rice is just totally ready for the moment. Just put the ball in his hands, and he's good to go.
Robertson against Kidd. Pass to Winters. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Williams for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Here's Winters. He's covered by Kidd. To the paint. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which players have had the most success from the stripe this month. Number 1, Chris Middleton.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
Pass to Van Arsdale. Back to Kidd. 1:21 left to play here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Pulls up on the way. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Robertson. 8 points for him. Good defense by Kidd.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Pass to Randall. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Robertson against Kidd. Nice shot by Robertson. Robertson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
Outside Kidd. Down low. Here's Camby. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so we wrap up the first half. Nets lead by 7. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots. Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
I'd better put my feet up. It's getting deep in here. And let's move on to the Eastern Conference standings. The true contenders are beginning to stand out.
Looking at Philadelphia, this hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for. They've let a number of winnable games slip away, but do not sleep on them. Oh, sorry about that. They have the talent to kick it into high gear and right down the stretch.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Oscar Robertson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
They've got Jason Kidd, and it's Chamberlain in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull-up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Chamberlain with a screen on Robertson. Out to the right wing. Bennett the best to Van Arsdale. Chamberlain a screen. Shot from the wing. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Defense always had their eyes on him, and then he gives it away. Classic misdirection.
Here's Robertson. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And the painted area is where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Van Arsdale. Rebound by Wallace. Nets leading by 8. Pass to Robertson. 3-pointer. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 4 assists in the game.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Here's Pettit. 8 points for him. Chamberlain with a screen on Adebayo. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Chamberlain got 4 points this quarter.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now here's Robertson. He's got 16. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordy Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Now here's Robertson. He's got 18, and it's denied. Outside Kidd. Inside. Here's Chamberlain. Nails the baby hook. Chamberlain got 12 in the game.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And so Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Brooklyn making some changes. Maravich comes in for Wallace. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Robertson. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Brunson. Outside, Maravich. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. And he comes up with the deuce. Maravich has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half. Coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Here's Chamberlain, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. Will keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
Now here's Brunson. Outside Williams. Adebayo with a screen for Williams. Bangs home the trifecta. Williams has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ball with it. Still yet to score. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Chamberlain. And a missed late.
Just outworking the shooter, keeping the shot off target and bagging the rebound.
Got a piece of it, and it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up.
Elbow. 2.
The Nets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
That one is no good. And Randall has got the ball here for the 76ers. 11-point game. Here's Petrie. Nothing on the board. Yep, that one goes.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now, here is Maravich. Hits the jumper in space. Maravich has got 6.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, Kevin. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers. For example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology to the game. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Handle no good. Nets leading by 9. Brunson outside. Pass to Williams. Out to Brunson. From downtown, it's rebounded by Canby.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Petrie. Still scoreless. Can be good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Maravich, rejected by Campbell. Up top, Randall. He's guarded by Williams. To the left side wing. Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Campbell. Shoots from the block. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Brunson against Ball. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
You got to blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Hartenstein. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Randall's never been one to back down from physical play inside. And he's not going to start now.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
That free throw good from Randall.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
Both free throws good from Randall.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Brunson outside. Pass to Caruso to stop the drought. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. McDyess is out there with Hartenstein, and it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Winters in at the 2 guard. And the Nets with possession here, following the miss by Jason Kidd. Hartenstein passes to Winters, and he gets the bucket. And the Nets lead by 5.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot, and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Middleton. Here's Pettit. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. That one on Hartenstein.
And points in the paint are a sure thing when Pettit's on the floor. He's just got too much game down low. He may not have the bulk of some of the other guys, but it doesn't matter.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Bam Adebayo comes in for Antonio McDyess. And it's Robertson in for Jalen Brunson. And the free throw, no good. Nets leading by 3. Here's Winters. Screen by Hartenstein. And here's Robertson outside. Pettit grabs the board. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working.
That ties the game.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Ben Wallace, he's checked in for Hartenstein. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Kidd passes to Rice, and it's Ball in the corner. From the wing, again, Philadelphia.
And I tell you, Ball has really perfected that unorthodox style with the jumper. Quick at getting it off as well. The D really stands no chance.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, well, Jordi Fernandez was just reviewing the plan with his team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Caruso looking for an opening. Pass to Adebayo. Kidd with the steal.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball secure. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
And when you think of Rice, his consistency comes to mind, as well as that dead-eye shooting form.
Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Brooklyn's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Ball is with a screen on Ball. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Robertson's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Chamberlain. To the right side. Ball from long range. Rebound, Brooklyn. Wallace has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Robertson outside. Over Rice. And the shot no good, a bit short. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. We'll look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Pettit, and he dunks it down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Winters. Kidd with the steal. To the middle. Ball dishes the Kidd. To the inside. Here's Chamberlain, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
And you can see Kidd's ability to pass truly is a gift. When one of his teammates is open, he is quick to get them the ball in rhythm.
Winters with the bucket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender, has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots.
Williams with a clean look. That 3 off the mark. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Rice kicks the ball. From the arc. Another shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have the look.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
First one falls for.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Now, here's ball. From 6 feet. And that one is good.
Has he risen to the challenge down the stretch, or what? 3 or 4 here in the fourth.
Now, Adebayo. Robertson outside. Stolen by Ball. Here he goes. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And Brooklyn making a change here. Brunson's checked in.
Substitution. Number 11, Jalen Brunson.
Ball against Brunson. It's tipped. It's taken away by Wallace. Now Williams. Adebayo with a screen for Brunson. Here's Winters. 5 on the clock. Now Adebayo. And now the 76ers on the break. He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
This is how you completely steal the momentum. It's clear who is in control of the game right now.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Against Brunson. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. And the layup is off. Here's Bull. Puts it up from 7. Yeah, count it.
On offense, Ball is a catalyst. He knows how to move things around and give people quality shots.
It's picked off. Chamberlain down low. Wallace is there, and the shot goes in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Now here's Brunson.
And there is a lot to like about Jalen Brunson's game. He pays attention to the details.
Third team foul. At the line for the Nets, Jalen Brunson. Two shots.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Well, when you watch Jalen Brunson, he's such a difficult matchup. Lefty, quick, and a bit on the smaller size, but he's got great leverage, and he gives opposing defenses fits.
Jason Kidd is checked in for the 76ers. And both free throws good for Brunson. So they foul intentionally.
Brian Winter. Personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Brian Winter. Second personal foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brunson against Kidd. Williams outside. Misses the three. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
So the 76ers win it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
And a peek into the locker room. Players, all right, from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. They've got Thompson, and it's Duncan in at the four-man spot. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Stan, there seems to be an impatience to this Kings organization. Continuity is not the order of the day.
Well, yeah, B.A., and it can be disorienting for the players. You don't want to become complacent, but there's got to be a happy medium and some stability.
The shot by Boosie, no good. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Lever passes to Thurman. Here's Lever. Shot clock at 5. Duncan. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
Thompson against Jones. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. 4 on the clock. Here's Boosie.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down.
Drexler passes to Duncan. Thompson outside. 4-3. Second chance effort. Thurman's shot is off. For Sacramento, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. And the shot's good.
Well, they missed their first 4 shots, but finally able to get one on the board. Sometimes you just need to see that first one go down.
Now here's Thompson. Out to the right wing. Thurman passes to Lever. Here's Thurman. He's covered by O'Neal. Thurman's shot is off. The Kings trailing. Here's Boosie. Knocked away. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Drexler. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Herb Jones picks one up. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Clyde Drexler taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Stan, we're in the thick of the season. How hard is it to keep your guys engaged right now?
Well, it's the biggest challenge for a coach, to get your players to continue to listen and to continue to try to improve. You have to figure out the best way to communicate, and that's different on a player-by-player basis.
He does not get the second one. From going to the finals in 2021 to missing the playoffs last season, Grant, things have not gone according to plan for the Suns.
Well, you know, B.A., they followed that trip to the finals with a 64-win season, but then they went all in on the big 3 of Booker, Durant, and Beal, and that just didn't yield the results they'd hoped for.
Here's Lever after the Kings picked up a basket a moment ago. Thompson passes to Thurman. Clock at 6. Shoots from the elbow. Rebound by Sacramento. McHale's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Sloan. O'Neal on the wing. And the powerful one-handed slam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Thompson. Here's Duncan. Lever passes to Duncan. And here's Thompson for three. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Outside Jones. Here's McHale. No points yet. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Shot from 16. Misses off the left iron.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Pass to Duncan. Thompson outside. They get the rebound. Another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in. Duncan's got his second basket of the game.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And it's a completely new group for the Kings. And here's a look at some numbers for Asar Thompson. Porter with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Pierce. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Arizin, pass to Fox. Here's Arizin. 5 on the clock. Fires the three. A rebound by Willis. Phoenix leading by 3. And he lobs it up top. Tipped. Fox deciding where to go with it. They swipe it. On the wing, Levine. And that one drops. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
And here are the Suns now. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. He takes it in. Here's Pierce. Rebounded by Daniels.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Wallace misses. The Suns leading. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Pierce. Fires it from 18. Rebound by Sacramento. Their first chance to take a look at the Suns this season.
They'll be looking to impose their will against this team, something they couldn't achieve last season.
And it's Porter with the ball for Phoenix. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
And that was a gut punch. To come up short after battling through 2 overtimes, they poured a lot of sweat into that game and came away with nothing to show for it.
Now here's Daniels. He's scoreless. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Fox. Up and in on the layup.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And Levine, here we go. And Levine throws it down.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Phoenix out in front. They're up by 3. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And for Phoenix, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
They've got Cason Wallace. He's out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Arizon in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. And he knocks down the first one. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix.
A nice shot by Arizon.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Pass to Drexler. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Suns lead by 4.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Pierce, the pass to Porter. Thompson outside. Down low. And that one's good. Thurman. Now it's a 6-point Phoenix lead.
Well, you can see Thompson working on his passing and expanding his skill set.
Pass to Arizon. Over Thompson. Arizon misses. The Suns shooting at about 44% so far. Porter's shot is off. Sacramento shooting 40% so far in this one. Back to Fox. Here's Arizon. Inside. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's Drexler. Lets the 3 fly. Good D by Wallace.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Lasting to the shooter.
Here's the pick. Here's Arizon, defended by Thompson. Floats one up. Arizon misses.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Wallace. Yet to see a basket. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And here's the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Friday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Friday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Dallas to take on the Mavericks.
And that game against the Trailblazers, that's one that I'm particularly curious about. Should be a fun matchup with the rosters those teams have.
And it's a completely new group for the Kings. Here's Duncan. 23 points his last outing. And it's Drexler missing.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Sloan, the pass to Boosie. Here's McHale. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
And the defense gave him no space. He had to fade back. That's not an easy look for most guys.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And with this break, we can see the teams that are wasting no time turning defense into offense. The Suns, number 1.
They've done a great job using their defense to create for them on offense. Turn it over against this team, and you're going to be in trouble. One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Phoenix leading by 8. To the inside. There's the screen. Over to the wing. Three-pointer. O'Neal pulls it in. For Sacramento, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Jones feels it out. Pass to O'Neal. To stop the drought. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
These are his first free throws of the game. First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Suns lead by 6. Pass to Lever. Here's Duncan. He's covered by O'Neal. Here's Drexler. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by McHale. McHale's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Jones. Fires the 3. The rebound by Willis. Outside Levine. Rebound by Sacramento. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Well, when you can build your lead with the second unit on the floor, that makes the game a heck of a lot easier.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Sloan. Jones from outside. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
And Jones is such a confident shooter, especially from outside the arc.
Pass to Levine. Here's Lever. It's picked off. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. Here's the floater. Count that one. Now just a 3-point Phoenix lead.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Willis. No points so far. 6 to shoot. Tries it from the block. O'Neal pulls it in. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Outside Jones. Pass to McHale. Outside O'Neal. Here's McHale. The 3. The rebound by Willis. Here's Lever. He's covered by O'Neal. We've got 1:23 left in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Duncan. And he goes in for the dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
up here. "56 seconds left in the half." So the Kings making a change here. While
in for your Kings,
there's 49 seconds left in the second. Here's Pierce. Outside for Porter. Off target from three-point range.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Kept alive. Daniels. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Here's Pierce. 6 on the shot clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Pierce has got 5 now. Fox outside. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Suns on top. They're up by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Big Diesel, Kenny the Jet, Ernie Johnson here. But before we dive into the scintillating analysis of the first half, let's check out the power rankings.
You know, for Phoenix, they're a middle-of-the-pack team. Sure, they'll get some wins, but I don't know how much more beyond that.
Seems like they're missing a key piece or two. Maybe one of their younger guys will step up down the stretch.
Looking now at our featured game this evening, the Phoenix Suns have a close one on their hands.
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they've needed most.
And credit their coach for a rather liberal substitution pattern. He mixed and matched beautifully in that first half. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. Both teams trying to gain an edge. And here are the Suns now. It's a three-point game. And so, in the game for Phoenix, they've got Thompson, and it's Thurman in at the 5 down low. Here's Drexler. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Sloan. Back to Jones. Sacramento passing it around. Jones sets a screen to the middle. And the dunk by Jones.
Well, when guys like Jones elevate, watch out.
Thompson outside. Here's Duncan, defended by Jones.
Sacramento foul. Don Boosie, second personal foul. First team foul.
Sacramento on D. They trail by 1. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Drexler. He's got 5.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Pass to McHale. To the inside. Here's O'Neal. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for Sacramento.
Shoot 2.
2 shots.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. That one misses.
Well, they tied it up, but that was a good chance to pull in front.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now here's O'Neal. There's the double with Thompson. Left side Jones. Here's Boosie. Doesn't go for him. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Lever passes to Thompson. Down low. Here's Drexler. 3-pointer. Here's Duncan. And there's 2. Work on the glass. Paying off that time. And now it's a 4-point Suns lead.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. That shot is good by O'Neal.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Here's Lever. Pass to Thurman. It's stolen. And here we go, Sacramento on the fast break. Here's Boosie. Here's McHale. O'Neal passes to McHale. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Phoenix making a switch here. Zubats checked in. And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. Second, Phoenix. Fourth, the Kings.
You know, you really didn't want to send either team to the line if you had any ideas about winning.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for them. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Thurman passes to Lever. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Drexler. An easy 2 on the layup. Drexler's got 7 points.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Fox with the ball. Now Thompson defending. Zubac with the steal. Here's Lieber. Off the mark with a little step back Jay. The Kings have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put into action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Back over to you, Brian.
You'd love that mentality. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Sacramento?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Here's Thompson. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. And the Suns miss again. Well, with De'Aaron Fox, he may go through peaks and valleys, but he's always dangerous, Dan.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes you watch and think, this defense is doing a great job against him. And then he'll drop 15 in a quarter without even breaking a sweat.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
At the line for your Kings, Kevin McHale, shooting 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Suns trail by 4. Porter finds Levine. Here's Pierce. So the Kings making a change here.
Second team foul. In the lineup for your Kings, number 22, Paul Harrison.
Here's Willis. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Porter from outside. Hits the trifecta.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Pass to Harrison. It's deflected. On the wing, Levine. Watched by Wallace. Levine passes to Zubac. Oh, Fox with a steal. Pass to Harrison. Now here's Daniels. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Wallace outside. For 3, Collins. The Suns clear it. Porter looks it over. And here's Levine. From outside the arc. Rebound by Sacramento. Harrison's got 4 rebounds in the game. Out to the right wing. Here's the 3. Pure from 3-point range. Harrison's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
This chart shows he's having a frustrating night. He isn't playing terribly, but not much is falling his way, and he's been an inefficient scorer for his team.
Now here's Levine. Pass to Pierce. 1:03 left in the third. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will end the shot.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line. The Kings leading. Here's Harrison. He's got 5. And he gets that one. Harrison Harrison's got 7.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Pierce. Give him 8. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Harrison pass to Daniels. Sacramento passing it around. Box for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Willis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Porter. And he lays it up and in. Porter's got his second basket.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
And here's Fox. Daniels, the screen on Porter. Three-pointer, Fox. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Sacramento on top. They lead by 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. They've got De'Aaron Fox. He's out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Sloan in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And so it's Phoenix with it, following the score by Sacramento. Porter against Fox. Here's Duncan. Good D by Daniels.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Here's O'Neal. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And playing very well here in the second half. I mean, their shooting percentage is now over 50% from the field.
Porter, the pass to Pierce. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Duncan, the pass to Porter. Levine surveys the D. 5 to shoot. Here's Duncan. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Now here's Wallace. To the right side. Here's Sloan. Not enough on that one as it misses. Suns trail by 3. Here's Thompson, and they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
And for Thompson, his jump shooting is still a work in progress.
Fox, the pass to O'Neal. Stripped away. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's Thompson, and he misses the go-ahead basket. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Here's Wallace. And the layup is good off the glass.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
And Jordan Ott decides to call timeout. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. The Suns making a switch here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to Porter. And there's the screen to the paint. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Here's Boosie. Up and over Porter. The shot by Boosie, no good.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Outside Jones. Inside. McHale. Can't hit from in close. Suns trail by 3. Pass to Duncan. Thompson outside. Here's Thurman. Ball stolen. Here's Boosie. Outside Jones. Sacramento passing it around. There's the double with Thompson. Clock at 6. They grab their own miss. Ooh, poked away. Thompson with a steal. Here's Porter. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Pass to McHale. Outside Jones. To the middle. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Duncan, pass to Drexler. To the inside. Here's Boosie. Here's Jones. Oh, nice setup for the slam.
Well, it seems like he's making everything. Nothing makes a coach happier than seeing your offense play.
And Jordan Ott decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Suns trail by 5. Using the glass to lay it in.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Now here's O'Neal. That's off. Here's Lever. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's O'Neal. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. It's cleared away by Thompson. The Suns trailing. Another steal. Outside Jones. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
Here's Duncan. He got a piece of it. Here's Boosie. Right side O'Neal. Ooh, the shot misses. Man, they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Oh, it doesn't go. And so here's Sacramento. 3-point lead. Now it's Jones. Off on the layup. This is what it's come down to.
Yes, indeed. A monster possession.
Here's Lever. Dishes it off the glass.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he does get the second one. And that'll put him up 2. And the timeout called here by Jordan. The pressure is on. And he's got a plan to share with his guys. What's the best strategy for him?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Here's Lever. No good. Couldn't tie it up. And so they foul intentionally.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And time to present our player of the game.
And the NBA starting. Greg, to enter the third act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
Now the starting group for Orlando. They got Elijah on. Daniels out there with Johnson. Then it's George, and it's DeBusschere in at the four-man position. And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Johnson outside. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Shot clock at 5. George passes to Daniels, and the basket is good.
Seeing George spread the wealth and picking up the assist, I think he's a better player when he's sharing the ball like that.
Out to the right wing. Back to SGA. Down low, and stolen by Elijah. To the paint. Here's DeBusschere. Oh, that's blocked. Stackhouse outside. Pass to Mutombo. Good, and the assist goes to Stackhouse.
And this team encourages Mutombo to take those shots, knowing how efficient he can be inside.
Now DeBusschere. Here's Elijah. Covered by Mutombo. And he gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 17 points in his last outing. This one for 3. It's rebounded by DeBusschere. And for such a young team
at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
Here's Shea, and Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. George dishes to Olajuwon. Pass to George. Back to Olajuwon. Over Mutombo. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's the rub. I mean, as good as Olajuwon is on the blocks, he can be equally as effective from mid-range.
No good from Stackhouse.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
George passes to Johnson. Stackhouse against Daniel. Pass to Olajuwon. Over Mutombo. Rebounded by the Wizards. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando. Shays the pass to SGA. Daniels against Stackhouse. And taken away by Johnson. Daniels kicks to Johnson. Olajuwon dishes to George. Back to Olajuwon. Fires from the wing. Shays with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
SGA passes to Stackhouse. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. And a chance here to check out some stats for Paul George. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Making substitutions here. Well, we don't think of point guards as rebounders necessarily, but here are the ones that have corralled the most boards in the last month of the NBA. Russell Westbrook is second.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
Absolutely. I mean, that's no coincidence. The ability to have an impact everywhere on the floor, not just on the perimeter. I think that's what separates a lot of the great point guards from the good ones.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
First free throw is good. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
That's it, coming off an assist from Price.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Off the run. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Now, here's Cunningham. And here we go. Washington fast break. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Really good execution in transition. Always easier to score it on the break.
Price, the pass to Sharman. And here's Cunningham, defended by Mullen. A fadeaway. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Here's Westbrook. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Cunningham on the wing. Defended by Mullen. Cunningham kicks to Price. The rebound by Mullen. For Washington, they won their last contest, that game against Miami. Outside Westbrook. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, throughout his career, Westbrook has been known to be a very physical guard. Russ loves playing through contact and scoring through it, too.
Now, here's Cunningham, still without a basket. The shot, no good. Mullen with the defensive effort. Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by the Magic. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Now, here's Cunningham. Misses the baby hook.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over.
Here's Westbrook. Nedolicki with the rebound. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Westbrook, that one off the back iron and out.
You know, his touch just has not been there tonight. You wonder how big their lead would be if he was hot.
Nice passes to Gobert. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Mullen. To the wing on the left. It's stolen by Cunningham. To the inside. The end of route. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Magic lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
We've got Stackhouse. Also, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander out there. Shane Battier is out there with McGinnis. And it's Shea's in at the 4 slot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Here's SGA. Paul George making his last shot. Pass to Stackhouse. Excellent defense from Daniel. Magic leading by 3. Takes a step back. Here's George. Shays with the rebound. Shays has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Stackhouse. And Stackhouse throws it down.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Kevin, back to you.
A new school approach, if you will. Thank you, Allie. Now, here is Elijah. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland.
Boy, that's so difficult to stop. Once Olajuwon gets near the rim, you got to be ready for him to rise up and throw it down.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
SGA surveying the defense. Just 5 to shoot. Latrey. Paul George grabs the miss. Orlando leading by 3. Down low. Here's Johnson. Washington with the rebound. Shays has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Stackhouse. Battier outside. To the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And Washington in making a change here. Mutombo's checked in. And you look at the top players in the NBA, one thing a lot of them share in common, Clark, the ability to change speeds.
Yeah, they call it being shifty, herky-jerky, playing at your own pace. I love guys that never seem to be rushed. Something we see from SGA, Jalen Brunson, even the Joker, Nikola Jokic, all seem to have their own pace and cadence of play because of their remarkable fundamentals.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Stackhouse against DeBusschere. Now Stackhouse. 8 points his last outing. That's tipped. SGA against Daniel. And it's good for 2.
Good work in deep from George that time. He's far more than just a perimeter threat.
Pass to Mutombo. Stackhouse against Johnson. Here's Stackhouse. The rebound by Johnson.
Rough quarter for him. They may have to start looking at somebody else to get the ball to.
Olajuwon finds George. Olajuwon with a screen on Betty. George, no good. Wizards trail by 3. Shays the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Here's Stackhouse. Olajuwon with the block.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
Here's George. And it's George again missing. Wizards have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon. And it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Magic leading by 3. Johnson outside. A pass to DeBusschere. It's stolen by SGA. Here's Shays. It's blocked. Here's Johnson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jordan. Johnson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Magic. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Magic.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Porzingis is checked in for Mutombo. Mullen comes in for Shane Battier. Jackson, he's checked in for Stackhouse. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for SGA. Here's Shays. He has yet to score. Outside Westbrook. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Inside, Porzingis has a lot of advantages. He's stronger than he looked. And we know how tall he is, north of 7 feet, and he's got a super soft touch.
Now, here's Price. Gobert the pass to Sharman. Porzingis with the block.
And there was a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most would-be scorers have learned that about him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
First team foul.
No good on the free throw.
For the Wizards. Taking.
Good on the second free throw. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
It's good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Westbrook passes to Mullen. No good on the shot. Cunningham with some nice D. Over in the corner, Price. Back to Cunningham. It's stolen by Mullen. Westbrook against Price. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, you watch Westbrook play, and he seems like he's relentlessly hungry and borderline angry. He never settles, always in full attack mode.
Wizards making a switch here. McInnes has checked in. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Gobert. No scoring in this one. Sharman, the pass to Price. Just 4 to shoot. Gobert with a screen for Price. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Magic lead by 3.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with him. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And that'll do it for the first half of competitive games so far. Orlando out in front, up 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And now, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot from line. They're thinking about the shot.
We're back again. Welcome. It's that time again to take a peek at how the mid-season power rankings are shaping up. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Why are you asking? I'm a little tired, but, I'm a busy man, Ernie. I got a lot going on, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? I'm ready. What are we doing?
And talking about our game involving the Magic, not a lot of separation here at the half.
Playing well on the road can be very...
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Orlando leading by 3. Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. We've got DeBusschere. Johnson is out there with Dyson Daniel. Then it's Olajuwon, and it's George in at the 3.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
Stackhouse against Daniels. Pass to Mutombo, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside, SGA. The 11-footer. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First person drawing fouls is a skill, and it's one that Shea has mastered.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And just a fantastic season a year ago in terms of his free throw shooting, 90% from the line.
He really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
The first one falls.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder, just an all-around terrific basketball player. Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Johnson, the pass to Daniels. There's Olajuwon. Over Mutombo. And too long on the shot. Wizards trail by 4. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Now, here is DeBusschere. Hasn't made one yet. George George in the post. He's guarded by Battier. The shot by George, no good. Stackhouse, the pass to SGA. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
It's still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
You know, this is DJ's calling card. Has the strength and athleticism to guard multiple positions.
Daniels dishes to George. Makes it off the glass. George has got the lead up to 6 now for Orlando.
What a move that time. Crossed up the whole building on that play.
Stackhouse outside. In the corner, Battier with it. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. To Mutombo. Here's Stackhouse. No good from outside.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now, here is George. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Good on the bucket.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Pass to Mutombo. Elijah with the block.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
And Stackhouse kicks to Battier. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Washington, no good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
Pass to George. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And now it's an 11-point Orlando lead.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about tweaking the game. He said analytics take sports in a certain direction because it's a coach and GM's job to win, and they'll do everything they can to do so under the existing rules. It's on us to adjust because we're also looking at the aesthetic appeal of the game. Back over to you guys.
Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. A whole new group out there now. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Wizards.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Now here is Mullen. Out to Porzingis to end the run. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Since halftime, scoreless in their first 5 attempts. It's been ugly.
Here's Sharman, and it's Orlando with another.
You know, when Price can't find the look of his own, he creates for others. He knows it's about team success, not just him getting his own.
Here's Westbrook, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Westbrook's got 9.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Pass to Gobert. Here's Sharman, guarded by Jackson. Gobert trying to get open. Sharman gets the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Wizards trail by 13. Here's Westbrook, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Defensive foul.
He certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Now, here's Cunningham, still without a basket.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Toronto, where they'll take on the Raptors. And then, on Thursday, they'll be facing Bam Adebayo and the Brooklyn Nets.
And you know for that matchup with New York, it's one that I'm excited for. A couple of teams that play exciting basketball meeting up early in the season.
And he knocks down the first one.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And so Westbrook makes them both.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
Here's Sharman. He's got 8. Pass to Nedolicki. Clock at 6. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Wizards trail by 10. Down low, here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, this team takes on a different attitude when Porzingis imposes his will like that. His energy and attitude, infectious.
Here's Sharman, and here's Price from beyond the arc, buries it from three-point range. Price has got his first 3 points of the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now, here's Cunningham, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Price finds Gobert. Here's Sharman. Back to Gobert over Westbrook, and again it's Orlando converting.
Clearly the strength of Gobert's game. Tough cover down low.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 13-point game. Westbrook surveying the D. And a miss there on the triple. Orlando's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Over in the corner, Price. That's to Gobert. 59 seconds left in the third. Misses in close. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Now here's Jackson. And McGinnis kicks to Mullen. Nice ball movement by Washington. For 3, Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. Magic leading by 13. Sharman, the pass to Gobert. And here's Price. Back to Gobert. Pass to Sharman. Over Jackson. A shot by Sharman, no good. And stolen by Price. And even 3-on-3 break. Sharman gets the bucket. Sharman's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, he gives this team exactly whatever scoring it needs, and that's one of the things you really like about it.
And so it's the Orlando Magic. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Shane Battier. Mullen is out there with Russell Westbrook. It's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Now, here's Cunningham. Over Battier. And it's Orlando with another.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Here is Price following the basket by Shane Battier. Westbrook against Price. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Stolen. Price against Westbrook. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Mullen. Jacks up a three. Medalicki with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
Outside Mullen. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Magic leading by 15. DeBusschere dishes to Daniels. Cunningham against McGinnis. Cunningham kicks to Price. Shot clock at 6. Cunningham on the wing. McGinnis covering.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
Outside Westbrook. Back to Mullen. Three-pointer. The Wizards with another miss. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Price, the pass to Daniels. Fires it up. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them much.
Here's Westbrook. Softly drops in the floater. Westbrook's got 9 points now in just the second half.
How smooth was that move by Westbrook there? He can't close the distance, so he just ends up shooting that nice little soft floater.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Washington making some changes. Tumbo is checked in for McGinnis. Stackhouse comes in for Mullen. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. He said, "This is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up." He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Now, here is George. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Comes up empty down low. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. It's back to Battier. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
Here's Olajuwon. Dikembe Mutombo pulls it in. Mutombo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to George. Clock at 6. Now Daniels, covered by Stackhouse. Battier outside. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Mutombo. And they pick up 2.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Now, here is George. From deep. He drills the 3.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
Johnson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Mutombo is screen on Johnson. Gilgeous-Alexander. It misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now Johnson. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Battier. And George, here we go.
And George is so smart, so crafty on the dribble. He's just got an excellent way of controlling the ball and his body as he's dribbling.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining.
Here's Mutombo. Doesn't get that one. Magic leading by 16. George. The long shot, no good.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Magic.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, but that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
And we've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Paul George.
Well, I tell you what, DeRozan has been incredible with his attacking at the offensive end, and it's been all game long. Never hesitating to attack a gap in the defense, and then he found a lot of points by slicing his way right to the cup.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Orlando with the ball, following the bucket by the Wizards. And he banks the layup in.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Now, here's Westbrook. Left side, Jackson. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver. And here's Price. He brings it up for Orlando. So it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Karen, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Paul George.
And if you're a fan of strong post play, you're in for a treat tonight.
Boy, BA, you remember when the conversation was... You don't need centers anymore. Guess what? We're back at it. Two of the best at the 5 spot in this one.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. They've got Stephen Curry, and it's Christie in at the 2. Here's Bryant. Nice form on the 20-footer.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Pass to Christie. To the left side wing. Here's Jokic. His last outing, he had 20. Clock at 2. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Down low. Here's Suggs. Nails the baby hook.
Let's not forget, Jalen Suggs is a great football player growing up. He is not afraid to mix it up down low.
Pass to Christie. Now here's Jokic. It's stolen away. Now the Celtics on the move. And Bryant gets it to go. Bryant's gotten his second bucket of the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Granger. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
First team foul. At the line for the Hornets, Danny Granger. At the line for one.
Here's Suggs. He did not look good in their loss to the Cavaliers the other night. Pass to Bryant. Uses the glass on the layup. Bryant's got 6.
Well, this is what you call hitting the ground running. 4 shots taken, 4 shots made.
And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
Now here's Anunoby. It's stolen by Curry. Launches it. It's hauled in by Sampson. The Celtics have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Anunoby passes to Bryant. Here's Sampson. Drops in the layup for 2.
Oh, are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Hornets trail by 7. Outside Christie. Back to Curry. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Here's Jokic to the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Bryant, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone only 1 of 6 so far. Jokic passes to Curry. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
Now, the greatest shooter in the history of the game, Curry, so good from deep.
Pass to Sampson. Kicks it out to Bryant. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. This is their first chance this season playing Boston. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I spoke with the head coach for Boston. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to slow down Jokic? He was surprisingly candid with this plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out onto the perimeter shooters, hoping that he expends a lot of energy and create favorable mismatches. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Boston ends up going with a new group. And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. 5th best, the Celtics.
Well, an important element of their defense is the ability to intimidate. I mean, their stellar shot blocking last year accomplished that in a big-time way.
Irving against Conley. From 13, and it's Irving missing. Celtics lead by 6. Smith with it. Picked up by Gray. Basket's good.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Charlotte. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Here's Conley. After the basket by Charlotte. Pass to Matherin. It's rebounded by Grant. Hornets trail by 6. Granger passes to Nader. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Smith outside. Grant with a steal. To the paint. Intercepted. In transition. Here they come. And here they go. Here's Conley. Got a hand on it. And they're able to recover. Inside. From deep. The Hornets pull it in.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Conley against Irving. To the inside. Pass to Granger. Just 5 to shoot. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Conley passes to Donaldson. 2 points. That one goes.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Pass to Hagan. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
They set a pick. Down low. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Hagan. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Conley against Irving. Conley passes to Donaldson. On the wing, Matherin. The 3. Nader grabs a miss. The Hornets have got 6 of 14 in so far. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Grant the screen to the middle. Oh, Grant throws it down.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Pulls up. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Boston out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. Stephen Curry is out there with Derek White. Then there's Nikola Jokic, and it's Grant in at the 4 slot. The Hornets with a lead. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
Conley passes to Bryant over Jokic, and there's Bryant. That's good on the assist by Conley. Conley's got his 3rd assist of the night. Grant with a screen on Conley. Curry from deep 3-point land and doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. It's Suggs with a drive. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, Suggs has handles, folks. He can outsmart defenders with that dribble.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Inside, Jokic drops it in.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Conley looking for an opening. Bryant outside. Puts it up. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. White on the wing. He's covered by Suggs. White with a screen on Conley. Here's Hagan. He's guarded by Conley. Charlotte needs to get off a shot. Curry's shot is off.
We call that lockdown perimeter defense against an excellent 3-point shooter.
Pass to Holmgren. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul. Anunoby, he's checked in for Boston.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Holmgren finds Suggs. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Grant.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
White, the pass to Curry. Over Suggs. They grab their own miss. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. First trip to the line for him here. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, B.A., and why not take advantage if you have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates. The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard.
Anunoby for 3. It's rebounded by Grant. Grant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bryant against White. Outside for Grant. Stolen. Outside Anunoby. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game. And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Smith, he's checked in for Holmgren. And a change for the Hornets. Irving's checked in. On the wing, Suggs. To the inside. Grant with a steal. Inside. Here's Rodman. No good off the glass. Boston's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Sampson passes to Bryant. Shoots over White. Boston again missing.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Irving, the pass to Grant. Back to Irving. Shoots over Bryant. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Grant.
Unbelievable release from Kyrie. Boy, shot ready on the catch.
Now here's Bryant. Give him 8 points now. Here's Sampson. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Rodman, the pass to Grant. Blocked! And so it looks like the Hornets will retain possession here. Both teams deciding to change it up. To shoot. Here's Irving. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
Yeah, they found buckets very hard to come by, and you could tell it frustrated them to no end.
I thought the striking thing was how little offense they generated. It doesn't matter how stout your defense is when you play that poorly on the offensive end.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Guys, back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, thank you. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Charlotte.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Celtics trail by 4. Suggs surveys the D. Outside Matherin. 1:46 left to play in the half. And though he gets lauded for his scoring ability, Benedict Matherin is also an excellent rebounder for a guard, Doris.
He's got a live body, very fast off his feet, B.A. And yes, he loves to put the ball in the basket, but this guy just competitive. He likes to get after things on the basketball floor.
And the Celtics making a change here. Conley's checked in. Outside Christie. Pass to Hagan. Matherin with a steal. And Boston pushing it up now. And that one's good from Conley.
Hey, this guy is competitive. He's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
Irving with it. He's picked up by Conley. Hagan can't get it to go. The Celtics have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Conley against Irving. From the arc. And Hagan pulls it down. Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's Granger. Hits the jump hook. Granger's got 7 points.
I'll tell you, delivering the basketball in tight spots is not easy, but he made it look that way.
Pass to Matherin. Takes a 3. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 4 assists now tonight. Irving, pass to Christie. Launches a 3. Irving, no good. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Matherin. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Yeah, this is Matherin at his best. Driving hard to the cup and finishing in style.
Here's Hagan. He's covered by Matherin. Pass to Granger. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Rangers gotten 4 this quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations. Getting good looks.
And it goes! He gets it! Wow!
I love to see when those shots go in. Oh, what a miraculous shot. He's going to remember that one.
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Boston out in front, up 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle so far.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want. Establish the tempo while staying under control. They can run away with this literally.
And changing it up, my favorite segment, social media posts. And Hooper No Bloopers wants to know, it seems like you guys have a blast working together. How much do you love your jobs?
Best job in the world, getting paid to come in and roast Kenny on a daily basis. What's not to love? But don't you try and do it on social media. I have his back.
Well, you know what? I'll dish it right back at you, Shaq. But I agree, this job is the best, seriously. I mean, how often and how easy and how lucky we are to get to be here and do what we do, Arnie.
Well said, guys. That was right from the heart, I could tell. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Benedict Mathurin.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
OG Anunoby out there with Holmgren. Then there's Kobe Bryant, then it's Suggs, and it's Sampson in at the 5. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. And so it's Charlotte with it, following the bucket by Boston. Jokic up top. No stopping Jokic in the paint.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Suggs, the pass to Sampson. Out left to the wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. The jumper from the wing off target.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Christie finds Curry. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
To the paint. Here's Rodman. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Bryant. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Checked in for Charlotte. And let's use this time to have a look at last year's steals leaders. Nikola Jokic is second.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
And Curry's got the ball here for Charlotte. Trailing by 2. Pass to Jokic. "13 feet out. Stolen by Bryant. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
You can see Suggs' vertical makes that dunk look effortless.
Here's Granger. Anunoby covering. And here's Curry for 3. Oh, Curry stretching the limits. Wow, what a shot.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Suggs outside. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Yep, that one goes. Bryant's got 6 in the quarter.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Bryant against White. Down low. Jokic. It's tipped.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
On the wing, Bryant. He's guarded by White. Holmgren, the pass to Sampson. 6 on the shot clock. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Pass to Curry. And here's Jokic. Now White. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Celtics lead by 3. When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy is 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here for the Celtics. Mathurin's checked in for Anunoby. Trey Murphy comes in for Bryant. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Suggs. Now Conley. He's got 5. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's his first trip to the line.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, Ralph Sampson.
And he drops the first. So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line. Hornets trail by 4. Left side White. Outside Irving. There's the 3. Again the miss by the Hornets.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are 2 things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Back to you.
A unique talent. Thank you very much for the report, Allie.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Substitutions for the Celtics. James Donaldson, Jabari Smith Jr.
Conley with the ball. He's got 5. And it's Irving with a rebound. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Charlotte. 2-point game. Grant with a screen on Mathurin. Irving. On target from range. Irving's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Yeah, Kyrie shoots a ton of threes, and he makes a ton of threes.
To the paint. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Puts up a 3. Boston pulls it in.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by White. For Charlotte, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this 3rd quarter. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Grant. Outside White. Nice passing by Charlotte here. Shot clock at 3. Shot on the wing. And that's good for 2. And now a 3-point Charlotte lead. The Celtics have gone 4 of 8 in the 3rd. Inside. Mathurin up top. Now here's Conley. To stop the run. Buries it from 3. Conley's got 8.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
Pass to Hagan. To the middle. Here's Grant. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Charlotte.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Pass to Mathurin. Out to the wing. From deep, Conley. And again, Boston with the triple.
There are very few players who run screen and roll action as well as Mike Conley. Put the ball in his hands and know something good's going to happen.
Now here's Grant. Give him 8 points now. Grant the screen. On the wing, Grant. Lots of room. Count the basket. Grant's got 6 points in the quarter. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth. One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And it's Irving missing.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Pass to Conley. The 3 ball. Unable to get that one. And we've just finished the 3rd quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Hornets out in front, leading by a point. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. 4th quarter on the court for the Hornets. Kyrie Irving out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Nikola Jokic. And it's Hagan in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Bryant. Off the mark, his 6th miss in 13 tries. The Hornets with a lead. Pass to Jokic. Here's Granger. Outside Irving. Now Curry fires from deep. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Bryant. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Outside Irving. Pass to Hagan. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Outside Curry. From behind the arc. Rebound Boston. Sampson's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
What a quality pass from Jalen Suggs. This guy relishes the chance to set up his teammates.
Hagan, the pass to Curry. There he is, the three-point king, delivers on cue.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Suggs, the pass to Sampson. And he banks in the layup. Sampson's got 4 points this quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Charlotte leading by 3. Outside Irving. Back to Curry. Ooh, Curry eluding the D.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
Throws it up high. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Pass to Hagan. Here's Granger. And a miss there on the triple.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Bryant against Irving. Stolen by Jokic. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Tipped away. Here they come with numbers in transition. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Suggs against Curry. The 3 is up. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 3.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Bryant, the pass to Sampson. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Hagan. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Suggs, here we go. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Bryant. Over Irving. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line, Kobe Bryant. At the line for 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Bryant. Charlotte has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Celtics making a change here. Conley's checked in. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Granger. Pass to Curry. Jacks up with 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bryant, the pass to Conley. And there's the lob.
Well, we've come to expect this from Mike Conley, putting the pass on time and on target.
For Charlotte, they've gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Outside Christie. Here's Rodman. He's covered by Holmgren. The shot is money. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Here's Sampson. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
They trail by 1. Now Anunoby. Bryant outside. Just 4 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. Oh, the shot is off.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
And here's Jokic. Deflected. Anunoby on the wing. Now Holmgren. Now Conley. Bryant against Christie. Here's Bryant inside. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Jokic. Oh, no good on the layup. The Celtics with the lead. Yes, sir! Moving quick and a great assist in transition.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Jokic up top. Here's Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Jokic. Banks it home. Big shot.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Christie with a steal. Conley against Curry. Outside Jokic. Oh, no good. And they go to the intentional foul. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Couldn't have asked for anything better there. Only a 3 can tie it now.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Now here's Curry. Fires away from outside. Here's Granger. Jokic, the screen. Oh, off target from downtown. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 5-point game.
If it wasn't out of reach already, guys, those free throws turn the lights off.
Charlotte calls timeout. 8 seconds left to play in the fourth. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
At the line for 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on, but give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that about wraps